Some beauty comes at a cost no one speaks of. The town ignored the signs, but when blood started to spill, they learned that some beauty hides a darkness too powerful to escape. In the town of Owo, there lived a woman named Bisi. Her skin was smooth as river stones, her eyes as bright as morning dew. Even as the years passed, she did not grow old. People would stop in the market just to stare at her. "Oh, see how young she looks," they whispered. Some said it was her good genes. Some said it was the herbs she bought from distant villages. But others, the older ones, said nothing at all. Bisi lived alone with her daughter, Tola, in a house at the far end of town, near the thick forest where snakes hissed at night. Tola was a quiet girl, thin like a stick, her head always down. She did not play with the other children. She did not come to the market. Some nights, a strange smell floated from Bisi's house, like metal and old leaves. Some nights, a low humming song drifted through the trees, soft and sad. The women at the well began to talk. "Maybe Tola is sick," they said. "Maybe the mother is hiding something." No one dared go near. One afternoon, a boy named Sei kicked his ball into Bisi's compound. He went to fetch it but stopped at the gate. In the backyard, he saw a big basin filled with red water. Bisi stood inside, her head tilted back, her hands rubbing the liquid into her skin. Sei ran until his legs gave out. But when his mother asked what happened, he said nothing. He only cried and refused to eat. Soon after, Tola disappeared. Bisi told the town that her daughter had gone to Lagos for treatment. But no one had seen a car arrive. No one heard the sound of tires on the dusty road. The next market day, Bisi came walking through town wearing a bright yellow wrapper. Her skin gleamed under the sun. Children stopped playing. Men dropped their calabashes. Women crossed themselves quietly. Old Mama Ayabo, who sat by the shrine, shook her head and muttered, "Blood will always call blood." In the weeks that followed, strange things began to happen. At night, chickens went missing. Cats disappeared. Small children started having nightmares. They spoke of a woman with blood running down her face, singing under the moon. Then, Bisi took in a new child, a young girl named Moyo who had lost her parents to sickness. The town pretended to be happy for the girl. They brought her gifts, yams, cloth, soap. But when they looked into Bisi's smiling face, they all felt the same cold fear in their bones. The first night, the humming song started again. Moyo became thin. Her eyes lost their light. She stopped speaking. Every evening, Bisi would bathe her face and arms outside, using water from a covered pot. But those who peeped from behind trees said the water was too thick. It stuck to her skin. It smelled like iron. 3 months passed. One night, the town's dogs began to howl. The sky was black. No stars, no moon. A terrible scream tore through the air, not a scream of fear, but of something much worse. Something dying slowly. The next morning, Moyo was gone. Bisi smiled at the women who asked. "She has gone to join Tola in the city," she said, but her eyes were too bright. Her teeth too sharp. The elders gathered under the ancient Iroko tree. They sent for Baba Olopa, the town's oldest hunter, and Mama Abeni, the one who knew the old ways. Together, they decided. Something had to be done. That night, the men crept to Bisi's house, carrying salt, white chalk, and ropes blessed at the shrine. They found her outside, singing to the stars, standing in a fresh basin of blood. Her hair floated around her head like a crown. Her skin shone so bright it hurt to look at her. Baba Olopa threw the salt. Mama Abeni smeared the chalk across the ground. The blood began to bubble. Bisi screamed. Her beauty faded like mist. Her skin sagged. Her bones cracked. By morning, all that remained in the yard was a pile of old, wrinkled skin and a dark, empty basin. The town never spoke of her again. But mothers warned their daughters, beware beauty without pain. Beware laughter without joy. And never follow the sound of humming in the